In this video, we are going to learn how to name fraction amounts greater than a whole by using mixed numbers. So here I have some fraction pieces. Let's go ahead and count those. 1/3, 2/3, 3/3, 4/3, 5/3, 6/3, 7/3, 8/3, 9/3, 10/3. So remember that our denominator is the number of pieces that the whole has been divided into, and the numerator is the number of pieces there are in all. So we had 10 pieces, and the size of the piece, they were thirds. Let's go ahead and show how many wholes that is. We have enough for 1 whole, we have enough for 2 wholes, 3 wholes, and then there is 1 piece left over. Three wholes and 1/3. 3 and 1/3. That's a mixed number. We call it a mixed number because it shows how many wholes there are, and there's also a fraction. So the whole and the fraction together, they call that a mixed number. So today we're going to look at pictures of fraction pieces, and we're going to write down both names, the improper fraction and the mixed number. So if I look at this picture, I can see that the whole is split up into 4 pieces. So that's the denominator. And I have 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, 5/4, 6/4, 7 of those pieces. So 7/4. And now we're ready to figure out the mixed number name. There's 1 whole. We know that the whole has been split into 4 pieces, so these are fourths. I can see that after the whole, there were 1, 2, 3 extra pieces. So 3/4. So the mixed number name is 1 3/4, and that's actually the same amount as 7/4. Fraction amounts can have more than one name. If I say 7/4 or 1 3/4, I'm talking about the same amount. Let's look at another example. I can see that I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 wholes. Each of those wholes has been split into 2 pieces, so we're working with halves. And then once I get past the 4 wholes, there's 1 extra piece left over. So this picture shows 4 1/2. 4 1/2. And then the improper fraction, we know we're working with halves. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of those pieces, 9 halves. So 4 1/2 is the same amount as 9 halves. This is the mixed number name, this is the improper fraction. All right, let's go ahead and count our wholes. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 wholes. And then we need to determine how many pieces the whole has been divided into. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're working with tenths. And then how many pieces are shaded in? 7. So this picture is showing 4 7/10. 4 wholes and 7/10. The improper fraction, we know we're working with tenths, and we know we have a lot of pieces. I'm going to use skip counting. I know there's 10 pieces, 20 pieces, 30 pieces, 40 pieces, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So this improper fraction is 47 tenths. Get some circles. We can see that we've got 2 wholes. And we can see that each whole is split up into 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the denominator. And then we can see that there are 3 pieces shaded in. So the mixed number name for this amount is 2 3/5. I know that the denominator is 5, it's fifths. We're working with fifths. And then I know that I've got 5 pieces here, 5 pieces here, so that's 10 pieces, 11, 12, 13 pieces. So the improper fraction name is 13/5. The mixed number name is 2 3/5. Sometimes you'll look at the fraction picture. Sometimes the picture will just show wholes all the way. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 wholes. Now, technically we could say there were 0 leftover pieces, and we know the size of the piece, they're thirds. When we have a nice even amount of wholes, we don't ever say 4 0 thirds. We just say 4 wholes. So we can just cross that out and say 4 wholes equals a certain amount of thirds. We've got 3, 6, 9, 12. 4 wholes equals 12 thirds. Here's a last example. Let's see if you can figure out how many wholes there are. If you got 5 wholes, you're right. How many pieces has the whole been divided into? If you answered 8, you're right. These are eighths. And then look past the 5 wholes and how many pieces past the 5 wholes. So this picture is showing us 5 1/8. We know that the 8 is the number of pieces. You can also think 8 times 5, that will give you those pieces. So we have 40 pieces, and then we have the 1 piece, so 41/8. Be sure to use a multiplication chart if you need one. So on the practice page today, same thing, you'll look at the pictures and you'll write the mixed number name and the improper fraction name. Be sure to use the answer key to check your work. Great job.